guys, I've been shooting a lot of video over the years, and sometimes it becomes a bit of a drag because you're just picking up your camera to go out and make money. But that gets a little monotonous. So I've been going to eBay and just picking up some old cameras and just playing with them. And this one is the Canon Vixia M31. And I'm going to show you what you can expect to pay for something like this a little later in the video. But even before that, I'm going to show you one particular feature this has that a lot of other cameras don't. So I'm going back to basics, man. So I'm just out shooting this. I'm like a tourist. I'm just out around town shooting different things that look interesting to me. And that's all I was doing with this camera. And I just want to show you what I was able to get with it, despite it being like a 15-year-old camera. And here's a limitation to a camcorder. It's that you have a built-in lens, but it's also a strength because you have this 15 times zoom, which covers a whole lot of distance. And one of the other things about this old camcorder that surprises me is, look how good the colors are, man. And I usually love camcorders for their image stabilization. But in this one, it's good, but it's really not that great, as you can see in this shot. It's a little jerky and shaky, but that's easy enough to fix in post. Click of a button, boom, and we're steady. But in all fairness, I was crouched down while shooting this, so maybe we could take a look at some other stabilization shots a little later in the video. Now let's go ahead and take a look around the camera. So at the top of the camera, you have a power button, and then you have this video snap button, which pretty much will snap a video that's about 8 seconds or 4 to 8 seconds long. And then of course you have the hot shoe, which if you had a proper mic, a Canon mic, you could put that in there and it will send power to it and whatnot. And I think there's light accessories and things like that you can use for that as well. And that special feature I talked about at the beginning of the video, just hold tight, is coming up. I'm just working my way around the camera. And of course, this one has a flippy screen that can flip towards you, but it's also a touch screen, so you can control the tracking focus in there and all your different menu options and things like that as well. And of course, this one has a built-in lens cover, as you can see, and there's also some lights there. There is a built-in video light and a flash. But the video you can control just by going into the menu system and just turning it right on and off, as you can see there. And there's also a photo button, so you can take pictures, but they're not very good. And you have an SD card slot, and this just uses standard SD cards, but there's a special trick here. And this is the feature that I was talking about. Not only does it use SD cards, but it has 32 gigabytes of internal memory. So you don't even need to use the SD cards if you don't want to. 32 gigs is plenty because the highest codec in this camera is 24 megabits per second. So you have an hour and 34 minutes of footage with that. And let me just say this. We should start a petition or something. It should be law that every camera manufacturer puts some type of storage space in their cameras. Because sometimes you forget your SD card. It does happen. So it is nice to have something on there so that you can still record or take your pictures or do whatever you're doing. Let's look at some more footage. Okay, back to the camera. And you'll notice by the SD card slot, there is a mic jack and a headphone jack. So you can use an external mic and you can even monitor your audio at the same time. And you know, one of the coolest things about these camcorders is the back is open, so then you can fit different size batteries in them. And the smallest battery is going to get you a little under an hour. The medium sized one is going to get you about 2.5 hours. And the biggest one is about 3.5 hours on this camera. That's pretty good. And one of the best features of a camcorder, of course, is the zoom. And this is a 15 times zoom that you would control using the toggle at the top here. And here's what you can accomplish with that. And this is just optical zoom. You have the option to use a digital zoom, but then you reduce the quality. So I didn't have that enabled, but you could even zoom further if you wanted to. And just getting back to the stabilization, I want to show you like the camera not using any stabilization in my editing software. So here are a few more shots that are just completely handheld. And if you're feeling nostalgic like me, you can always head to eBay and see if you can find this camera or something similar. You can see that you can find these particular camcorders for about $75. I think there might have been some for about $100. So anywhere from like 75 to $100. There's some links down below with the saved searches from eBay if you're interested in checking them out. And of course, if you're also interested in another stroll down memory lane, you could check out the Sony CX405 video that I did on my channel. I'll leave that in the description below as well. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.